Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, TV-DICTION, where we talk about all my latest TV obsessions. We're back with the Zatima Rewatch to see if the episodes are still giving what they gave the first time I watched them. Since BET finally gave us the drop date for Season 3 premiere, the goal is to finish the rewatch before October 3rd. Now let's dive into episodes 3 and 4. Episode 3, entitled Off Limits, picks up with the continuation of Zach's conversation with Gretchen. Gretchen really tried to shake Zach up to see if he would slip up, but he was too smooth and too prepared for that. She really thought she had him when she pulled out the picture with him and I think the governor's wife or the congressman's wife. I don't remember whose wife she was. But that was an easy explanation as he worked in a common place such as the airport where he's liable to run into anyone. Her getting up and opening the door as if she really had people outside waiting to arrest Zach was comical. Zach did look a little shook for a second, though. After some continued back and forth, Gretchen finally lets Zach know that she's closing the investigation until she gets proof of what actually went down. And that's how the whole SEC saga came to a close. Very anticlimactic, if you ask me. The next scene we get is of Fatima coming home, shortly followed with Heather stopping by the house to discuss the DNA test. Heather's ignorance still baffles me because, where in the world would someone pay child support prior to confirming that the child is theirs? That's a Kanye lyric ready to happen. What he said? 18 years and on the 18th birthday found out it wasn't his? Be so for real. Where they do that at? Anyways, moments like this is what makes us fall in love with that Bonnie and Clyde-esque type relationship that Zach and Fatima exudes. Because the way Fatima was so slick in swabbing baby Michael, girl, we out here thinking she looks so cute in stepmommy mode. And whole time she out here swabbing the baby cheeks. And see, Zach should have trusted Fatima's instinct. She picked up that there was something not to trust in Bryce, and she was right. The Zach and Bryce running scene was a cute bonding moment, and I'm going to keep reiterating this. I hate what happened to their budding bromance. Knowing where Belinda's ass was headed, her run-in with Fatima at the hair salon completely pissed me off with her fake ass. And then the hairdressers being messy and fake as well. Fatima needed to take her money elsewhere. At first, I was very happy to see that Bryce was all gung-ho to helping Zach and joining in on his business and, helping him look for an office space that, he believed in Zach. But knowing what he pulled, coming down the line, I'm side-eyeing him now because it's did you always have exterior motives with Zach? Is that why you really wanted to help him? And the nerve to tell Zach to be careful for Fatima, she's really not the realest one on his team. Be so for real, Bryce. I'm not gonna lie, I was suspicious of Valerie the realtor firsthand because what realtor pulls up to a potential property during the nighttime and to meet with a client for the first time? That was not screaming professional to me. Now here comes Belinda and her foolishness, straight trifling as hell. Because one, to be calculating the amount of time your bestie would take in the salon, then to drive to her house and then come onto her man. This woman is supposed to be your best friend. Were y'all even friends? Because how could you even have the nerve to do that? She really don't care about Fatima at all. Because she risked her friendship for a shot at another lay from a man who didn't want her. And that's how the episode ends, with Zach going upstairs and seeing Fatima and then Belinda walking too. But then we didn't get a glimpse of Belinda's true reaction to Fatima until the next episode. This episode, these two episodes, 3 and 4, really pissed me off at Belinda. I really wanted to just reach into the screen and punch her, man. Now let's dive into episode 4, entitled To Tell the Truth. The switch up that Belinda did was crazy when she came up the stairs and saw Fatima. Her face was literally stuck. And that sorry excuse of a lie, I wanted to see if he would push up on me. Then saying he did, girl, what was even the end goal here, So you were planning on sleeping with him, then what? continue being friends with Fatima while you hold it over his head that y'all slept together again? Or were you trying to be the side chick to your best friend's boyfriend? Or were you thinking that he would sleep with you and then leave Fatima? Like, I don't even get what was the end goal here for her, and how she could even justify wanting to betray her friend, her best friend, in such a way. I'm low-key mad that all Fatima did was shoot that warning shot. I didn't want her to kill that girl because, she's not worth going to jail for. But she could have gotten a chance to get that girl a proper ass whooping. Like, beat that hoe to the ground. Zach really should have let Fatima go. Let her loose on that ass. Because that disrespect was crazy. And the hurt in Fatima's cry was so gut-wrenching. Like, that betrayal from a best friend is something serious. That's that hurt on a different type of level. And I didn't like how Angela just walked into the condo and offbeat believed what Belinda had to say and came in damn near disrespecting Zach in his home. He better than me, because she wouldn't even made it past that threshold. And the scene with Angela and Fatima really had me tearing up all over again. Angela playing Captain Save-A-Ho and coming to Belinda's defense was pissing me off. But the pain in Fatima's voice, man, especially when she said, I've been there for her and I've been good to her, and she does some shit like that to me. Listen, that friendship hurt is a different type of hurt, okay? Especially when you would have never did them like they did you. And I really can't even imagine losing a friend in such a disgusting way, such as her trying to sleep with your man in your own home. Like, that's a level of betrayal that I hope I'll never have to go through, dog. But luckily, Zach didn't fall into the temptation, because had he done so, Fatima really would have had to deal with losing both her man and her best friend in one swoop. Like, that would have been too much. But I am glad that Zach did have Bryce to, vent about the situation too, because we know that was a lot for him to deal with as well, and he needs to get, some things off his chest. But Bryce was being too much of a prude, focusing on Fatima and having a gun in her pocketbook or whatever. Clearly, she needed to walk around with it for a reason, okay? Stay ready, and you ain't never have to get ready. It's our girl's motto, okay? Once again, our gangster boo is nothing to be played with, and they need to stop playing with her for real. They need to learn that. I am happy that Angela apologized to Zach for coming in and just jumping to conclusions and already believing Belinda's ass without giving Zach a chance. And oh my God, the big spoon, little spoon line will forever have my heart in a chokehold. Like, the gentleness in those words from Zach, just basically asking, how can I be there for you right now? Like, Fatima really needed that security in that moment. And him apologizing and stating that, he doesn't want to cause her any pain. And then the two of them agreeing that they both need to do better. Oh, man, all my heartstrings were tugged and pulled every which way but loose. This is a scene that still hits the same despite how many times you've seen it. You just want to hug Fatima and cry with her, dog. The cuteness overloads continue, because then we get a glimpse of Zach making breakfast for Fatima, and then them sharing a cute little moment, talking about their days, them wanting to go on vacation and all of that. That scene, chef's kiss, cuteness. And of all the places that Fatima would run into Ian, it would be on a random behind running trail. Listen, we already had smoke for Ian after we found out that he left Fatima and then 3 days later was married to another woman. But it was definitely fuck him after finding out about that abortion too. And him having the audacity to say, I still love you. Like, sir, if you don't get from out her face, and what the hell do you need to explain to her at dinner? The time to explain was before you went up and married another woman. Glad Zach was able to flex on Ian with that line, like, his loss is my gain, like, period. Yeah, he sure lost the good one too. Originally, I thought that Bryce was just being genuine and helping Zach find an office space and wanting to join in on his business. But now I think he was just being calculated and trying to get into Zach's good graces. Like, I'm hella side-eyeing Bryce, okay? Fatima venting to Angela that all the feelings that she had for Ian came rushing back to her is really no surprise to me, because that's expected. It was a horrible breakup that felt unexpected and felt like it came from left field. She needed closure from that. I disagree with Angela, though, because if Ian was truly her soulmate, things wouldn't have gone down like it did, and he wouldn't have hurt her the way he did. The episode ends with Ian popping up at the law firm and dropping the bomb on Fatima that he has cancer, and him talking about how he's trying to make amends with all the people who he hurt, and, you know, he wants to start with her. And I think this is more of a display of him not truly caring about her, because why would you pop up at her job and just tell her some kind of news like that? And what is she expected to do with that type of news? If he really was trying to make amends, and he should have respected the fact that she said she didn't want to have dinner with you. Just leave it at that. Take your L and keep it pushing. Instead, he showed up to her job and blindsided her into, you know, with this cancer news. Now she had no choice but to, of course, say, I'll sit down and have lunch with you or whatever, because how can you look somebody in the eye, you know, dying from cancer, and really be like, yeah, no, I'm not meeting with you. Like, boy, bye. I really forgot how jam-packed these 4 episodes were with drama. But down in the comments, let me know what you thought of episodes 3 and 4. Thank you for watching.